Hello, and welcome back to The Recovering Collector here on New Toy Robot. I am Michael Jason Francis. Happy Monday night. Um, it was weird. Last week I didn't do any shows, and it was like I felt like I was going through withdrawals. And it's kind of crazy. Once you start like doing these live streams and stuff like that, you kind of get addicted. Hi, welcome everybody. A couple new changes for the show. So I was having all these weird issues with the OBS, and things just had all these strange glitches. I couldn't do like the cool little intro that I made, and so I'm running everything now using Twitch Studio for now. I'm going to check out some other things as well. But we got some fun. Oh, hi, Dahlia Love, welcome. I have the little chat thing kind of going on over here. So there'll be some small little changes. Let me know what you think. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay and everything's going well. Today is part 2 of the Blade Runner Funko Pop unboxing. Now, I know I didn't unbox anything on the last one. Pretty much just talked about Blade Runner the whole time. But this time I'm going to unbox them all. I have them all. Okay, I've got the really cool whoops over here. The really cool Roy Batty, the Chase. I think it's the Chase limited edition. I've got the regular Roy. I gotta get this chat thing is tripping me out. I got the regular Roy Batty. I've also got Rick Deckard, Rachel, Rachel right over here, and then Pris. So I'm going to be opening these up. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing this whole episode. But I did watch Blade Runner 2049. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to throw up normally a lot of the things I talk about is from like the 80s or has been out for the last 30 years or something like that. Since this one is pretty recent, I am going to throw up that this little spoiler alert. I'm going to have this up whenever I know we're going to be talking about some sensitive things. So if you're wondering, hey, what that's about, oh, Hatter watched it as well. So we can actually, now that I have the very cool spoiler alert up, we can actually talk. We'll discuss Blade Runner 2049 while I'm doing this unboxing. Yeah, I have thoughts. I have thoughts about it. Also, at the end of the show, if you didn't catch this or not, I was doing a subscriber giveaway for YouTube for New Toy Robot YouTube account, which you can still subscribe to. Just you're not going to get the fun giveaway thing, but I'm going to continue to do giveaways. But for the Bo-Katan, Elizabeth, welcome on Monday. New Toy Robot was giving away the Black Series Bo-Katan figure for the subscribers for New Toy Robot on YouTube. So at the end of the show, I will reveal the winner. How exciting, right? So let's get to it. But I'm going to start. So I'm going to start opening these up. But Blade Runner 2049, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. And yes, it is slow. It's very slow. And it's when things happen, they finally happen. But I'm really yes, Hatter, it was pretty slow. I did watch it. I did watch it in 2 sittings, so I did have a break in between. It's over 2 hours long. I don't remember exactly, or is it just 2 hours long? I don't remember. It felt like 2 hours. It felt like 3 hours. But it was, like I said, I didn't hate it, but I was really disappointed in the direction they went. So let's get this show going because I want to open these. I want to make sure I get all these things open. So let's get this show going. And like I said, look, the spoiler alert is still there. It's over here now. So the spoiler is still there. There's a chat thing happening over here, so you can see what's happening in the chat, kind of, except there's a robot head in front of it. I'm still working out the bugs. So anyway, so first things first, let's open up, since there's 2 Roys, let's open up the first one, the first Roy Batty. There's no real information on these things about their characters or anything. It just says, look, pop movies. But yeah, as you can see, there's only 4 characters, except there was that limited edition Chase one that'll be opening up as well. Um, so yeah, so 2049, it basically takes place 30 years after the first one, the first Blade Runner. And remember the first Blade Runner, um, Harrison Ford's supposed to be uh, going after these Nexus 6 series replicants. And because they basically, the replicants, quick reminder, were sent off world as basically slave labor, so that humans can't get their hands don't get their hands dirty. So they work as for the army. They do military stuff, hard labor, all that terrible stuff. So a couple of them steal a ship and get back to Earth so they can talk to the Tyrell Corporation about their limited life capacity. Like basically, they only have a 4-year lifespan. So this is Roy. He's got the really cool jacket and his crazy white hair. He looks really cool. This is really neat. There's a little paint issue here. Looks like they went a little happy with the white, like didn't quite do a nice job coloring this thing. So anyways, they want to find out why they can't live longer because they were made perfect. But the problem is they were too perfect, and after a while they start to get their own emotions, and you can't really recognize if they're replicants or not, and so you can't have that. You got to be pure human, I guess. Um, so Deckard finds Rachel, and they fall in love. And well, it's weird how they fall in love. It all happens very quickly, and basically, instead of retiring Rachel because she's kind of on the run as well, he kind of runs away with her, and that's how the movie ends. Throughout the movie, though, um, you get a sense that Deckard's a replicant himself. Um, and honestly, you can't really tell me that he's not. After watching the first movie, you just can't. There's too many things that are just pointing saying like, look, hey, replicant, he's a replicant. So when it comes to 2049, it's 30 years later, and it starts off with I almost said Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, the La La Land guy, and Drive, and I don't know what was that one he did, the Nicholas Sparks movie. I don't know. I don't care. We're not talking about that. He's a Blade Runner, and he is actually a replicant as a Blade Runner. And he ends up showing up on this world where, well, here's Roy Black. So here's Roy. Very cool. Like Roy. Very happy. Let's move these out of the way. I will put Roy right here. And let's do Rachel. Um, Rachel, because she is a big part of the second movie. Um, so Ryan Gosling is searching for uh, they're called Nexus 8. They're the Nexus 8 models. They didn't really specify how advanced these were, or maybe they did and I fell asleep. No, just kidding. I didn't fall asleep. I watched all of it. But he's searching for replicants pertaining to be humans. And what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm doing really great with these names today. What's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy, who plays Drax, is, I guess, pertaining to be a replicant. And anyway, there's a whole issue. There's a whole thing that happens. But what's really interesting is, and I think this is supposed to be California, remember? So they're in California. California is all now just farming. Bastia? I can never say his name. Bustia? The wrestler guy who became an actor. Wow, what is his? Why can't I remember his first name too? Anyway, what's interesting is there's a dead tree that's being kept up. Which one? Drax, the guy who plays Drax. Love wrestler that is Drax. The guy that played Drax was a wrestler. Um, Bastia. Bastia. I don't care. Thanks, Hatter. Good try. I can't speak. I can't read very well either. This is gonna drive me crazy. Batista. Batista. Yay me. Anyway, there's a tree outside of his house. It's a dead tree that's supported by some things keeping it up. And buried next to that tree, I'm glad you're enjoying this. Buried next to that tree is a box of bones. So, which you find out are bones of replicants. See, the spoiler thing, it's still there. spoiler sign's still here. So you've all been warned. So I'm talking about everything from 2049 because I have to get it off my chest, I guess. So here's Rachel. Rachel's really cool. Got her little 20s outfit and her crazy hairdo. I think these are called victory waves. Is that what it is? Dahlia Love, you'd know this. Is that victory curls, victory waves? I don't know. She's got a very vintage hairstyle. So here's Rachel. So we got Rachel going on here. So yeah, so there's a box of bones, and there are bones, because on the bones, as they're examining them, they're victory rolls. Thank you, Dahlia Love. And Elizabeth. Ooh, oh, there's a stand. Okay, Rachel comes with a stand. Funko, I dropped it. Funko Pops, if they can't stand on their own, like Roy over here, they come with a stand that I dropped. Hold on. I think I got it. Did I get it? Nope. Hold on. Whew, that was quite a reach. Okay. They come with a stand. I'm going to put her down here. And now, hopefully, yep, there we go. Now Rachel can stand up like so. Here, let's get Roy over here, Roy and Rachel. So there's a box of bones, and the bones have serial numbers, so clearly it's a replicant. It's a replicant that died 30 years ago. So the beginning, you're interested. You're like, oh my God, what is this all about? You know, Robin Wright Penn. Oh wait, no, just Robin Wright. She's not married to what's his name anymore. I can't remember anybody's name. Sean Penn. I'm good. I got it. I'm okay. She's not married to him anymore. So Robin Wright is like, his name's Kay. Ryan Gosling's character's name is Kay. It's basically a serial number. He doesn't have a name. And she's like, wait a minute, what's going on? How did this one die? And somehow they found out that the whoever the bones were died giving birth because there was like scalpel marks on the pelvis. So it was supposed to be like a C-section that didn't work or something. Who knows? So they're like, wait a minute, how can a replicant give birth? Okay, it's still pretty interesting. Right, thank you, Hatter. Up to this point, you're still interested. You're like, oh my gosh, a replicant had a kid. But then it starts going into this whole thing. I'm holding Deckard. Deckard's going to be next. But then basically it goes into this whole thing where Ryan Gosling starts having these memories. Sorry, his character Kay. Oh my God, you sound like me on my tours. Hang on, it'll come to me. Elizabeth, since you're back on tram, I need to go on your tram tour. We should all do it. We should have a new toy robot tram tour. So Ryan Gosling's character, the replicant. See, replicants are given memories to make them easier controlled, I guess, which doesn't really make sense. So, Dahlia loves it. It's perfect. We're gonna do it. If you live out here in Los Angeles, or you're close to Los Angeles, or close to Universal Studios, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a tram tour, and Elizabeth's gonna be a tour guide at Universal Studios. So basically, So Kay's memories are memories of supposedly the baby, the child of the replicant. And so he's having all these memories. So he's thinking he might be the baby. And so he's on the trail of that because basically Robin Wright wants him to find the baby and kill it. Well, it's going to be like 30 years old at this point, but wants to kill it because, you know, that's unnatural. You can't have stuff like that running around, apparently. So wants him to investigate. The more he investigates, the more it turns out he might be the baby, the child. And then you start realizing that the bones, as Kay is doing his investigation, the bones belong to Rachel, Sean Penn's character. So clearly Sean Penn at some point, you know, did it. Well, I know, you know that she did it with Deckard in the original movie. I'm just going to say did it. That's how I stay classy on the show. So she got knocked up by Deckard. And I guess a year after that, she died. So, because like I said, she's the bones, and they were buried like 30 years ago, or that's how they carbon dated it. That's what they did. Let me open up Deckard so we can have Deckard and Rachel together. Now you're like, oh my gosh, this is kind of even a little bit more. Okay, yeah. What I'm saying is interesting. It makes the movie kind of interesting, but it's a long journey to get to that point. Because the way I say it, it's actually going by pretty quick. But ooh, Deckard's a little harder to get out. But yeah, it's so long, and there's so many things. There's small little nuances that they keep showing. They're like, I don't think I want to go on that journey. Love, you're on it right now. um, the whole time they're showing how Ryan Gosling's trying to be human as well. You know, it's funny, the replicants are trying really hard to be human, but I don't think they're really even having to try because they're so perfect. The way they're designed, the way they're made, um, it's almost like Tyrell was, yeah, playing God, but actually making the next line of humans, you know? Because honestly, if you're making these replicants of people strictly for labor and like wars and stuff like that, why make him so human? What's the point of that? Why would you do that? You know? So clearly he was just making the next evolution of, because if you can implant these memories, you're just remaking that person, you know? Because I think Rachel had Tyrell's niece's memories, you know? So Kay, Ryan Gosling. Well, hi Deckard. So here's Deckard. Sorry, forgot I was just holding him. Here is Deckard, and he is so cool. He is reaching for his weapon. He's got his cool trench coat. He's got that weird effed up button-down shirt with all the different patterns on it and tie. He looks cool. He's got his little crew cut. These are really neat. These Funko Pops are really neat. Like I said, I've been a huge fan. Oh, little cute Harrison. Yeah, little cute Harrison Ford. Um, but oh, you know what's been really cool? Okay, so sorry, I'm derailed. I got to do a thought. They should have made their eyes like how. So you one of the ways you can tell that the replicants are replicants is they do this thing like how cat eyes when you see them at night and they kind of light up. That's how you can see with the replicants. And you see bright. You see Harrison Ford. You see Harrison Ford. His eyes are doing that. That'd be so cool if they. I might customize these and make their eyes like they glow like that. That'd be cool. Project idea. So Ryan Gosling's trying now, besides looking for the kid. Well, okay, so there's this moment. God, this movie's so long. There's this moment where Ryan Gosling goes to meet with the person that makes the memories. So there's this person living in a bubble, basically, that makes these memories who has an immune compromise, immune compromised system. I think basically their immune system is all messed up and they can get sick when the wind blows. No immune system. So no immune system. It's this person who makes memories, lives in a bubble. Kay goes to visit the person to find out about memories. And somehow, it's a little flimsy, the connection here. But somehow, to make a long story short, too late. God, this movie. This is where the part where the movie gets really annoying. So he goes to this person who makes memories. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's trying to find out why he has these memories. And she and him are looking at the same memories, and she starts crying, and he's pissed off. So clearly, there's some weird connection there. You know, the more I talk about the movie, the more I just don't like it. Hatter, what did you think? What did you think about this? I'm just rambling off, trying to tell you guys about what I think about 2049 by giving all these spoilers about 2049. Because I don't think anyone needs to see it. And I'm gonna get more into it because so basically now Ryan Gosling's looking for Deckard because he's the connection, I guess. Deckard's, connected to Rachel, to this whole thing. So he's looking for Deckard. I don't know why he finds him in Vegas. Deckard's been hiding out in Vegas. Maybe there was a reason behind that. Hatter, do you remember? I don't. Hatter's hiding in Vegas. The movie's real pretty too. The movie's like he was mad because she confirmed they were real memories and he thinks they were his. Oh, that's why. Okay, why was she crying? Well, she was probably crying. See, I don't want to give the spoiler away yet till we get to the end. He's in Vegas. Kay, for some reason, figures out that Deckard's in Vegas. I don't know why. Why did he know he was in Vegas? Here's Deckard. Here's the Deckard figure. I'm going to put next to Rachel since they were Louvres. What's going on? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm trying to tell this the best way I could, but it's just not working out. Uh, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this chat thing that's happening down here on the screen? Do I need to do? I don't think he watched it. I don't think he watched what? I don't think he watched what? What are you talking about, Hatter? Do you guys like this chat thing that's happening over here? It's fun. Okay, okay, you guys like it, so I'm gonna keep it there. But so Deckard's in Vegas. Wait, so I'm gonna open up Pris before I get to the very cool Roy. Pris was played by Daryl Hannah, and she's one of the replicant. One of the replicants. Here we go. The reason I don't so the face part, which funny because she looks like Harley Quinn before there was Harley Quinn. She tries to make herself look like a doll because she goes to see Sebastian, who was the guy who helped make them, and Sebastian's basically lives by himself and he made his own toys, so she's living with him, and so she makes herself look like one of the toy dolls, and she's holding an egg because there's this whole scene where she grabs a boiling egg out of boiling water to show Sebastian something that she's a replicant, I guess. My whole desk area is covered in boxes. I'm running out of space here. So did I mention that Deckard's in Vegas? So Deckard's in Vegas. Kay finds out that Deckard's in Vegas. Oh, Pris is already on the stand. Look at that. And she stands. That was like an avalanche of boxes. So here's Pris. So they actually fight. This is actually how in the movie they fight. Deckard and Pris. Pris does all these really cool acrobatics, and actually Daryl Hannah. I don't know if she did all of them, but Daryl Hannah actually had a gymnastics background, so most of the stuff is her own stunts and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But here's Pris. So Deckard's in Vegas, and Kay finds him there, and Deckard's old. He's like really old, like Harrison Ford old. And he's wearing like a t-shirt and pants. So it looks like Harrison Ford just got out of bed and went to go work on Blade Runner 2049. Like costume wise, they put him in like a t-shirt and a pair of pants. It was weird. It was just Harrison Ford being old. He belongs in a museum. Yes, he does. Um, he just it looks like he rolled out of bed and he phoned it in. Hannah, you're 100% right. He phoned it in. So his whole like you're just wired like it's like Harrison Ford, I get it. I guess he needed money or something like that. Because Harrison Ford, he hated doing Blade Runner. You know, he hated that whole experience. Ridley Scott did not direct Blade Runner 2049. He didn't. So maybe that was why he decided to do it. But yeah, you're like, Harrison Ford, why did you do this? You didn't need to do this, you know? So Harrison Ford there, he's old as dirt and clearly not a replicant. Now, there can be an argument here that yeah, Tyrell created Rachel and put Rachel and Deckard together so that they would make Boom Boom and create a baby because Tyrell made Rachel special that she could do that. Still staying classy here. That's why I said make it Boom Boom. So clearly Tyrell was setting this up to, for them to get together to do this. But it would have been cooler if Harrison Ford was the replicant that we were all pretty much sure he was because it was right in front of our face when we were watching the first one. So they tossed out that idea for the second one and just made him like this old guy. And basically what it was is when the baby was born, there was a group of replicants, a rebellion of replicants. Rebellion of replicants? That could be right. Boom. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah. Boom, boom. That's just, like I said, keeping it classy. So there was a rebellion of replicants that found Harrison Ford and Rachel. They're the ones that helped her have the baby. And they're like, look, you need to go away. We need to hide the kid. Your job's done. You were the donor. Move along. It's like a really weird future Maury Povich episode, except Harrison Ford is the father and he's okay about it, but he can't be together, so he's still the deadbeat dad. So somehow the child ends up in an orphanage. Oh, and I forgot to mention that Kay finds out that. Oh wait, no, did he find out at this point? No, he hasn't found out yet. Okay, so God damn this movie. Then these replicate. No, oh, I forgot to tell you. So Jared Leto's in this movie. I don't want to say he phoned it in because I don't know what phone he was on when he was doing it, but it wasn't a normal phone. Jared Leto is playing like the leader of the CEO or creator of That's a shame. Worst thing about that movie, yeah, Hatter, that is with Jared Leto. He's the owner. He's the okay. So Tyrell Corporation at some point went bankrupt. So his corporation, which I don't care to remember what it was, bought the Tyrell Corporation and created the replicants that kept going. And it's weird. Jared Leto is like this weird blind guy who uses weird implants every once in a while so he can see, and he's very touchy feely with everybody. There's a really gross scene with him and like a newborn replicant that's just naked, and he's just kind of touching, and it's really gross. Like it doesn't do anything for the film. I don't know why it's there. So Jared Leto sends his people because he wants the baby. He wants to find out who the child is because he wants to make replicants like humans and find out because he's been trying. He wants to find out how what it is that to make him reproduce. He's blind and uses robot pilot fish to see. Oh yeah, that's right. So he uses So he has these. He can make a replicant, but he can't fix his eyes. He has to use these remote control things, and he sits in the dark most of the time. And there's water all around. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Um, the emotions I'm feeling now are the emotions I was feeling while I was watching it again, and the emotions I felt when I was watching it the very first time. When I watch it the first time, I have a rule, and Hatter reminded me that I watch a movie twice. I watch a movie twice because get over the initial shock, and then I watch it again to see it as the film it's supposed to be. Like I don't have any expectations. It's just watching the movie. But Blade Runner 2049, I just didn't want to watch it again. And rewatching it made me realize why. Besides just Jared Leto, a big part because Jared Leto's character. Um, and so Jared Leto's after Deckard because Deckard supposedly he thinks Deckard knows where the kids are. So there's a shootout in Vegas, and they take Deckard, and Kay's like beat up, and the rebel replicants find him and save him. I don't know if he was dying. Uh, I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. I did for Les Mis. Russell Crowe was awful both times. You know what? Russell Crowe was in a rock band. He had a rock band called like the Angry White People or something, the Angry Aussie White People. And so why they thought that gave him the street cred to be in Les Mis makes no sense. He was terrible. He sings awful. He couldn't have fallen off the dam fast enough. The spoiler thing's there. There you go. Russell Crowe's character falls off a dam, and everyone's happy. Uh, do you guys want me to still talk about 2049? I'm gonna just finish. I'm gonna try and wrap it up and put a bow on it, like you would put a bow on trash. It's not. It's a real pretty movie. It just has a lot of issues. So, did they find the kid? So, one thing that Kay found out when he was rescued by the rebel replicants, was that the baby was a girl, not a boy. It was a girl. For some reason, they dressed it up like a boy or made it look like a boy. Uh, well, falls off, aka suicide. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, no, not the kid. The Russell Crowe. He kills himself. Um, couldn't have happened fast enough. So for the movie, not in real life. We don't condone any type of stuff like that here at New Toy Robot or by me. um, I have one more of these things to open up. This is exhausting talking about this 2049. So they find out it's a girl. So Kay's like, wait, it's not me? So they gave him, or the girl gave him her memories, fake records of a girl dying and a boy surviving. Oh, Hatter, that's right. Fake records of her. So Deckard helped them fix the records. Um, and then there was a weird blackout. Apparently, there was a blackout a couple years or at some point that wiped out a lot of things, a lot of records anyway. You didn't hear what caused the blackout. It was maybe the rebel replicants caused that blackout out to hide everything. Maybe that's what it was. Um, let's open Roy. That'll make me happy. Um, um, and there's like an orphanage in the middle of the desert that has all these kids working like with scrap parts. What type of an orphanage is that? The future is so messed up in Blade Runner. So I put this one in like extra protection, thinking I wasn't going to open it, but I'm going to open it. That's how I'm a rebel replicant. I'm going to open this thing as soon as I figure out how to open it. To make a long story short, too late. Basically, it turns out that the girl who would make the memories was Roy a replicant. Yes, Roy was a replicant. He was a replicant that knew the importance of life. That's why he's here holding his little dove. Um, and he saved Harrison Ford's life at the end. He could have just killed Harrison Ford before he died, but at that last moment before he died, he realized how important life was, and he didn't want to kill anymore. Why do you have so many of these figures if the movie was so awful? No, no, no. Hold on, Elizabeth. These figures are from Blade Runner. The first Blade Runner. Oh no, Hatter. I purposely left out the the hologram girlfriend. Holo. Did you write Holo? Holo. Hatter. Anyways, so yeah, so Roy realizes the importance of life. Elizabeth, these figures, these Funko Pops, YOLO, these Funko Pops are from the original Blade Runner, which is amazing. It's an amazing, amazing film. The only reason I'm talking about 2049 on this show, this one, is because it annoys me so much. And I said I was going to watch it from last time because I thought maybe I would appreciate it more. I didn't. So the girl who makes the memories is the baby, the child, the missing child, Deckard and Rachel's love child, the girl. So you know, Kay gets shot up, but gets Harrison Ford back to see his child. You don't really see that much. He just kind of between the glass, they kind of just look at each other. And I swear, I think Harrison Ford just waved to her. I don't know. I could be making that part up. But he just kind of, they smile towards each other. He looks like he's going to cry, probably because he's like, I can't believe I'm still in this movie. At that point, I was crying because the movie wasn't ending. So that was 2049. 2049 would have been better without a lot of things. But I think they should have kept Deckard as a replicant because two replicants making Boom Boom creating a baby, that makes a pretty good story, you know? Sounds like a delight, yes. But that would make a better story if it was two replicants, not a human and a replicant doing it, because that just sounds gross. I don't know. I'm going to open this up. So that was Blade Runner 2049. I'm so glad I'm not talking about it anymore. I'm not, so you don't need to watch it because look, I told you about it. It's fine. It's really, visually, it's incredible. The cinematography, the effects are amazing. The story, not so much. And it's sad too because the original writer of the first Blade Runner helped write this one with the director. I don't know what else the director did. If anybody wants to take a look at that right now, you can find out what the other director did. But there's no, you know, the music sounds like the music from the original one. I don't think it was Vangelis, if I'm saying that right, did the original music for Blade Runner, and it sounded a lot like them for this one, but you know, they just kind of maybe paid for somebody that I can't open this. Hold on. There we go. I got it open. Okay. So yeah, so that's 2049. Elizabeth, the first Blade Runner is amazing. It's really good. It's like the movie Alien, where it's just not all scares and sci-fi. There's substance behind it. The original Alien. That's what Blade Runner is. Blade Runner has substance behind a sci-fi backdrop. You know, it's a really interesting story. Um, so here's Roy. This is the limited chase edition. Um, Here we go. I'm keeping the spoiler alert thing on just because, knowing me, I'll probably say something. Okay. There we go. Covered in boxes. Making room. Oop. Okay. So this, honestly, like, is my favorite. Nice. I'll have to watch it. After hearing this review, you'll enjoy the movie more. No, I won't. Wait, I'll maybe enjoy the first movie more, but not the. So here's Roy. He's got he puts a nail through his hand because he's starting to die and his body's like going into rigor mortis. So he puts a nail through his hand to get his hand moving again. And Deckard hits him in the head with I think I don't know. Deckard hits him with a I don't know, a 2x4 or something. He also runs his head through a bathroom wall. Well, he just did that on his own. Uh, and he's got a little dove, which makes the ending even more, lovely. And he's running around in his little underwear. Look, he's little Roy butt. But he kept his shoes and socks on because he's got to be running around. But so here it is. These are oops, sorry, Roy. So these are the 5. They only made the 5. I know they made Funko Pops for $20.49, but you know what? Who cares? They're honestly, I love all of them. They're really cool. The detail for all of them. Like I said, I do wish like Pris has white eyes. Like I feel they could just make those eyes, give it that cat eye look. So you can see that they're all replicants. Even Deckard, because he's a replicant. I will die on that hill with I will die on this hill that he's I don't know how that phrase goes. I don't know why I said it. So here they are. And yeah, how super cool are these? I think you can get them all. This one's starting to be pricey. Just because he's in a limited edition. And honestly, he's the best one. Pris is pretty cool too. They're all really cool. But he's definitely the best one of them all. So there you go. There you have it. I did want to, of course. So the contest I told you about earlier, I wanted to release the name of the winner. So let's get back to this. The winner of, let me grab it. The very cool Bo-Katan in the package. I want to say mint. I don't know. It's really mint. The winner, the subscriber for YouTube, New Toy Robot. The winner is Carmen, not in San Diego. YouTube subscriber Carmen, not in San Diego. Hi, I'll be emailing you, so look for a New Toy Robot email. I will be emailing you to get your information so I can send you this very cool figure. Yay! We are going to do a lot more subscriber giveaways, even for people who follow on on Twitch, which we're on right now. So it pays to follow us. So follow here at New Toy Robot. Go over to YouTube, subscribe, because all this, subscribe to New Toy Robot. All this stuff, we're live here on Twitch. But then these videos end up on YouTube forever, so you can catch it anytime. So you don't have to watch just the live stuff. Live stuff's every 7:15 on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday, I'm gonna finish the Mustang. It's so done. It's so almost done. I have a couple more things that needs to be done on it. But so come to Lego Brick in the Wall on Wednesday, and on Friday, the only live drawing game show in the world. Just Draw the Damn Thing is on Fridays, and every Monday, of course, the Recovering Collector. Look, she's got a little egg. Follow us also on Instagram and Twitter at New Toy Robot. My name is Michael Jason Francis. Thank you so much. And I will see everyone. Don't watch Blade Runner 2049. Don't do it. I told you enough about it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Even if you're like one of those people like, oh, Ryan Gosling's so cute. It's not even worth it. He's not hot enough for it. See you next time.